Hi, my name is Sam Knopfs, and I'm here to speak with you about sustainability and the apparel industry. Let's dive right in, shall we? The concern is this: the apparel industry depends on growth. To survive, each company has to produce more apparel items than the previous year, every year. But the impact is staggering over time. Roughly 24 billion pounds of apparel end up in our landfills each year, with the average American throwing out roughly 68 pounds of trash a piece. About 77 gallons on average are required to produce just one piece of apparel. The impact is not only felt on the planet, but the people as well. Less than 50% of the millions of global apparel supply chain workers worldwide are paid a living wage, and some estimates put this number even lower. To begin to tackle some of these problems, where should companies begin? To help, I've really conducted some research of meta studies, which is a statistical analysis from many independent primary studies focused on the same topic: sustainability in the apparel industry. From this research, four main themes emerged. First, product design. Simply put, products are either designed with end in mind or they aren't. Second, sustainable supply chain management. This is the biggest area of current research. Third, closing the loop. How companies move from a linear value chain to a circular one, putting apparel back into the marketplace instead of landfills. And finally, consumer engagement. How do companies begin to speak with their consumers, educate them, and really influence behavior? First, let's start with product design. For this, I looked to a great meta study about the circular economy in the textile and apparel industry. And four really main directives emerged to produce more sustainable apparel. First, design for greater durability to extend the life of each item. Second, use recyclable materials and no mixed materials on one garment. Third, use non-hazardous chemicals, glues, and processes to minimize impact to the environment. Finally, the use of biodegradable materials is important to enable safe composting at the end of the garment's useful life. Sustainable supply chain management, another huge area of focus, but really three main areas to focus on for tactics for companies to improve. The first is traceability. Traceability is defined as record keeping, designed to track the flow of products and product attributes through the supply chain. Transparency, sharing this kind of record keeping with suppliers, vendors, business partners, manufacturers, brands, retailers, and even consumers. That's transparency. Transparency is about more than just info sharing. It's really a mindset. And then third, collaboration. Really working hand in hand with these partners is the secret sauce that makes this supply chain management sustainable. Collaboration is also critical to this next phase, which is closing the loop, moving from a linear model to a circular model. This is done through three main tactics: reusing apparel, simple resale of garments that are suitable for another use. If a garment's not suitable for use and maybe needs to be repaired, we can remanufacture that garment and then resell it. If a garment cannot be repaired, perhaps the raw materials can be recycled, and then that can go to future use. And if not, finally, a garment should be safely disposed of by composting at the end of its life. Again, the best practices here are all about collaboration, this time not with supply chain partners alone, but also with other various third parties, NGOs, and even competitors. Information sharing is the name of the game when it comes to closed loop re-commerce. Finally, consumer engagement. Research shows that this is the biggest area of uncertainty. Brands are not sure how to communicate with consumers when it comes to sustainability. Preliminary research does suggest that there's advantages to brick and mortar. Brick and mortar store associates may be best positioned to educate and inform consumers about sustainability to actually influence changes in behavior. Finally, some preliminary research also indicates that transparency and reporting is the most desired attribute when it comes to sustainability, more so than water use, waste use, etc. Now, granted, this is an area where more research would be helpful, as this was a small sample size. So that would be my suggestion for future research into the area of sustainability. Thank you so much. Have a great one, and please hit me up at knopfs@pdx.edu with any questions.